What's up, Godzilla fans? Godzilla 5400 here, and the green screen is back, and also, I want to talk about some new Godzilla stuff. Yeah, who can be the main character? Now, I uploaded this picture, a while, a few days ago on Google Plus, and everybody was like, what? And I was like, calm down, people, it's for a video. I can't set custom thumbnails, Methyl Kaiju could, but he can't do it on my account either, so it's weird. But anyways, so, right now we're going to talk about who can be the main character in the Godzilla sequel, if it is from the characters we already know. So I have it on Google, the main character roster, I guess you can call it. And here we go. I'm just going to go through the list, name by name, and tell them how, if they can, how it can work. That kind of steal. So, Bryan Cranston, dead. Aaron Taylor Johnson, possibility, actually. Aaron Taylor Johnson could be in the sequel as another main character. Now, it will be hard because everybody's criticizing him, and I don't know Gareth Edwards, how he kind of looks upon things, and he's also becoming a bigger known actor, especially with the Star Wars stuff going on, Godzilla. I don't know if he'll actually do this, but if he does, give him another chance. Aaron Taylor Johnson, it could go like Godzilla 1984, the events that happened in 84, happened right after, the events of 89, Godzilla versus Bylante. Godzilla versus Bylante happened right after the events of 1984. So it could go something like that, where maybe, Aaron Taylor Johnson's helping, cleaning up, not cleaning up, but, getting citizens out of these places, and maybe, they find Godzilla, maybe, I don't know, try to kill him. I don't know, but anyways, next up, Elizabeth Olsen. I liked her in this movie. She was a very good actor, and she played a pretty cool role, as a minor role. She wasn't the leading role, of course, but Elizabeth Olsen could do something maybe since, the 84 and 89 thing, the events, maybe she could be the nurse, she's a nurse, so maybe it could show her, fixing all these patients and drama, and she's involved somehow. Although, I think Aaron Taylor Johnson, if they were going to do that route again, maybe he would have to be the main character again, but give them, almost, a good portion each other, screen time. Maybe it could be, a dual role. So, that's how it might work. Ken Watanabe. Ken Watanabe is an amazing actor. I loved him in this movie. He was so great. Everything about him. He should have been the main character. Aaron Taylor Johnson isn't that interesting, to be honest. He's a soldier, EOD. Everything that happened before, that was pretty cool, but he wasn't really involved. Of course it affected him, but how was he involved? No chance. But Ken Watanabe, his father, the Monarch, the stopwatch, Hiroshima, he knows about Monarch, the Muto. He worked for, he worked hands-on with the Muto thing. He dug down in that whole cave with the bones. They could explore so much. They could even make a prequel about him, and it would still be interesting. So, yeah, Juliette Binoche, dead. Although she was a very good role. Along with Bryan Cranston, he was great. He was the best out of all of them. Well, actually for me, I think Bryan Cranston and Ken Watanabe are tied. I don't know how, but I just feel that Ken Watanabe, for what he was, did a great role. David, I can never pronounce his last name, David Strathairn, I think that's what it is. He played the guy, the general, who was your courage will never be more needed than it is today, even though that actually didn't make it into the final cut of the movie, which it should have, when they were doing the Halo jump. But I can't really see him as a main character, to be honest. He's a supporting character. He guides the main character along their journey. I just can't see him as a main character. But, there could be a possibility. Sally Hawkins. I loved her in this movie. She was great, too. Her acting was amazing, too. With Ken Watanabe and Sally Hawkins. That would be so cool as a dual role. Because think about it, Sally Hawkins. She was with Ken Watanabe throughout the whole entire movie. Everything we saw, or everything we've seen with them. Except when Ken Watanabe is on top of the aircraft carrier and Godzilla's spine's coming in Honolulu. But for the most part, she was with him throughout the entire portion of the movie we've seen Ken Watanabe in. So to make that a dual role, that would be so amazing. Brian Markinson, I actually do not know who he was. They said he played someone, Waylon. I'm not real sure. Um, yeah, I'm not real sure on who Waylon was. Maybe he was I don't know, but since I don't remember him right off the back, I'll probably say no. And Richard T. Jones. Now, between David and Richard, I think that I'll have to give it to David, though, because even though they were both interesting for what they had, they didn't really have much to work with. I think David was more of an interesting character, though. He definitely had more screen time, at least I think. And Richard T. Jones, though, he was a good actor. I liked him in this. But I don't know, David, he has those eyes, he'll look at you, stare you down, and, he's a big guy, even though actually he's kind of small. He just kind of gives that, appeal kind of look that he is a big guy. But, so, that's basically my whole video, though, so you guys can tell me who you think might be the next main character, if it is someone we've seen already. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, give big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and Godzilla 5400 out!